Hey there, welcome to the Seacoast Church Dream Team. We are so excited to have you as part of our Dream Team family here at the church. Now at Seacoast, our mission is to help people find God, grow their faith, discover their purpose, and make a difference. Being a part of the Guest Services Dream Team family, you'll be able to see all of those things come together. Now my name is Brad Brandon, and I lead the guest services here at the Columbia campus. As part of guest services, our motto is that it's all about the one. And what we mean when we say that is that as volunteers in guest services, our goal is to significantly impact one person's life each and every Sunday. And we feel like that if we each invest in someone's life, get to know their name and a little bit about them and kind of what brought them here to the church, that we can each make a connection with one person each week, and over a period of time, everybody in the church will feel a part of our Seacoast family. And so when we say it's all about the one, that's our goal each week, is to significantly impact one person's life. Now, within guest services, kind of our vision and what we're going for comes out of a book written by Nelson Searcy. In it, he says that within the first 7 minutes of a new person coming to a church, they make a decision of whether they're going to come back to the church or not. And many times that's even before the first song has been sung. And it's definitely before the first message has been preached. That person, that new person, has already decided whether to come back or not. And so for us at Guest Services, that's the value, that's the impact, the difference that we can make each and every Sunday, is to help people feel connected, to feel part of Seacoast Church, that they're welcomed here before the service even begins. And with that, the greater chance that they'll come back and join us and eventually be part of our church family. Today, we're going to focus on the VIP ministry. So if you signed up for our VIP team, thank you so much for being a part of our Seacoast Dream Team. You have one of the most important roles within our guest services family. And that's because you are one of the first people that new people connect with when they come to Seacoast Church. So you have a huge opportunity to make a difference within that 7-minute window of helping people decide whether they're going to come back to Seacoast Church or not. So let's jump into it. One of the most important things about VIP is arriving on time. If you're not here when new people come, it's a missed opportunity in order to be one of the first people that new people get to meet. And so we ask all of our VIP team to arrive 20 to 30 minutes before service. So depending on if you're going to grab coffee and put your stuff down, however that looks, to arrive 20 to 30 minutes before service, because we want our VIP team here at the guest services desk ready to go 15 minutes before service starts. And that's normally when new people or any people are going to be coming in to service. And so when you arrive, do what you've got to do and then grab your lanyard and go ahead and put it on so that everyone will know you're part of our Dream Team family. Then as you're waiting for people to come in, and then when they start to come in, you're greeting them, you're saying hello, you're answering any questions that people might have. And then you'll probably see some people come in that do this number. They kind of look around, they're not really sure, they've got kids probably, and there's an opportunity. And so jump out from behind the desk, go walk around, greet them, shake their hands, and just tell them how glad you are that they've come to Seacoast Church. Then, if you feel like it, go ahead and give them the grand tour. And we want to bless every person that comes in. Remember, it's all about the one. And so if they're an adults, show them where the restrooms are, the water fountain, coffee's out front, and then just let them know they can grab any seat they want to and help them find a seat and grab a bulletin with the usher's assistance. And then if they have kids, feel free, go ahead and walk them all the way back to Kids Coast. We don't want anybody to be pointed around Seacoast. And that means like, hey, Kids Coast is that way, or hey, the cafe's this way. No, we want to be guests like they're coming into our own homes, and we're going to show them, we're going to walk them and give them the tour. So if they have kids, go ahead, take them all the way to Kids Coast, help their kids get checked in, And that's what we want to do with each and every first-time guest. So even if you're the only one back here, feel free, go ahead and give that tour, because remember, it's all about the one. And so that's what we want to do when we first get started. Be here at the desk 15 minutes before service, and then make sure that you have all the opportunities to prepare for everything that you're going to do. Now, another thing to do before service is also to prepare all of the first-time guest gift bags. And so inside of the gift bag, there should be a water bottle, there should be an inside track flyer, and then there's also should be an informational booklet about Seacoast Church. And so these are the 3 essential things that we want to have within our bags. And so what we want to do is just make sure before service that we have a bunch of these. We usually like to have 10 pre-made ready to go before service, and all of the supplies should be here in the guest services desk. And so make sure that we've got at least 10 bags made before service, greet everybody before service, and then when the service begins and the message starts, feel free to jump in service, listen to the message, the response, the 2 songs, but then sit in the back for the service. And this is important because if you sit in the front, new people might come out after the service to the VIP desk, and if you're in the front, you're going to get caught in the back of the traffic of everyone trying to leave. So we ask all of our VIP team to sit in the back of the service so that they can be one of the first people out the doors and here at the guest services desk, so that they can greet those first-time guests that come to bring their Connect card. And so after the service, the first-time guests will be told to come to the guest services desk with this Connect card. What you want to do is make sure that it's filled out completely and that it's legible. That's one of the most important things about the VIP cards, is making sure that it's legible, specifically the address, phone number, and email. We get so many people that, we can't read their email address or their phone number when we try to contact them, and either the email bounces back or the number doesn't work, and wow, there's a missed connection opportunity for us later on in the week to follow up with people. And so we want to make sure that that Connect card is legible when we get it back. But then once we get that card from them, you can ask a couple questions. Hey, how did you hear about Seacoast? How did you like the service? Do you guys think you'll come back? However you feel comfortable. Just kind of create a little small talk, a little conversation. A lot of people say they just moved here. Well, where'd you move from? Or what kind of work do you do? Whatever, where do you go to school? Whatever it might be. Man, just create some connections, some opportunities for you to find out a little bit more about them to find a little bit more out about you. And then, of course, ask them if they have any questions about Seacoast and what we do here at the church. Then, as the conversation wraps up, you can hand them their gift. It's 1 gift bag per family, and so that's what will be given out, is so that they can take the water bottle. Many times I'll kind of open up as I give it to them, and I'll say, hey, look, here's the cool water bottle, and then I'll also kind of let them know there's an info packet and the inside track flyer in there as well. So I kind of explain what's in the bag as I'm giving it to people as well. And I thank them for coming, and then whether another new person comes or that's the end, that's kind of how it works when you're welcoming someone after service who's a first-time guest. Then, when all the first-time guests are done, one of the last things that we get to do, and this is a huge opportunity as well, so we'll take their information, and if they gave us their address, what we're going to do is actually write them a thank you note right there on the spot. And so the supplies are again here in the guest services desk. We have a official Seacoast thank you card. We have an envelope that has the Seacoast address up in the corner. And so what we're going to do is just grab a pen, and we're going to say, thank you, such and such. Hey, John and Susie, thank you so much for checking us out here at Seacoast Church today. We are so glad that you came to worship with us, and we hope to see you back here again sometime soon. Sincerely, your name. And if you found any personal information out about it, man, go ahead and put that in there too. If someone says, oh, I just moved from Florida, I'll be like, well, I moved from Florida, and I would put that in there. So great meeting another Floridian up here in Columbia. Something like that. If they give you any information, go ahead and add that personal note in there as well. Then go ahead and put their address on the outside of the envelope, put the card in there, and then what we'll want to do is take our Connect card and our finished thank you card, and we're going to take all of those together, and we're actually going to take them back and put them in Suzanne's mailbox. And so back behind the worship center, our offices are back there. Suzanne Owens has an office with a nameplate on the outside, and then she has a mailbox. What we're going to do is put those in the mailbox. If Suzanne's in the office, feel free to give them to her there, or you can just put them in the mailbox on the outside if she's not there. And then she will be responsible for putting the stamp on it and mailing those. But man, just think, not only did you get to greet them here at the guest services desk for one of their first times meeting anyone here at the church, they're also going to get a handwritten card from you probably in the next day or two that again welcomes them to the church. How special are they going to feel just because you were here to volunteer at VIP that Sunday? So that's the power of being a part of our VIP team. And you have such a huge role, again, in helping people decide within that first 7 minutes if they're going to come back to the church. And then such a huge role on the back end, that connection and follow-up and just meeting people. And so being a part of our VIP team is of huge significance. So we can't say thank you enough for signing up to be a part of our VIP family. So thank you again so much. We're so excited to have you as part of our Dream Team family. Thanks for being a part of our VIP training today. God bless you.